Basketball isn't easy. All my life, I've been striving to make myself better. It's a full-time commitment. To be the best, you have to work the hardest. You have to chase what seems impossible over and over and over again. Because giving up, it's not an option.
Haters been counting me out, I'm counting my views and loading my clicks. You say my name, you on the list. I'm checking them twice and I'm cooking them quick. Real takes is dying, the fake ones is lit. YouTube is off balance, so I'm back on my itch. St. Louis dirty, big art, sports 30. That's how I like you all on my itch. I won't take a sip, I'm hitting blunts whenever it's lit. Not popping no pills, but do as you wish. I roll with the winners, I love them to death. I got a few friends, not all of them rich. What good is the channels, my brothers is broke. What good is the panels, my dogs can't sit. I'm on my mission, that's why I can't quit. Just like LeBron, get my niggas no chips. Just put the G-Shot back on my wrist. These shoes came with Weezy, he gave me a gift. Back when YouTube hosts praying like this. They act like the legends cannot coexist, but I never beef with a streamer for nothing. If I smoke a YouTube, it's gonna be legit. It won't be for clicks, it won't be for fame. See to the OGs, I'm thanking you now. Was watching YouTube, you was paving the ground. Got my own cadence, I got my own style. I studied the greats, I'm the greatest right now. If you don't fuck with me, you ain't got a choice. Did my own thing, still made all that noise. I had to be different, I met my intentions. Now big on sports, got a voice.
Basketball isn't easy. All my life, I've been striving to make myself better. It's a full-time commitment. To be the best, you have to work the hardest. You have to chase what seems impossible over and over and over again. Because giving up, it's not an option.
Haters been counting me out, I'm counting my views and loading my clicks. You say my name, you on the list. I'm checking them twice and I'm cooking them quick. Real takes is dying, the fake ones is lit. YouTube is off balance, so I'm back on my itch. St. Louis dirty, big art, sports 30. That's how I like you all on my itch. I won't take a sip, I'm hitting blunts whenever it's lit. Not popping no pills, but do as you wish. I roll with the winners, I love them to death. I got a few friends, not all of them rich. What good is the channels, my brothers is broke. What good is the panels, my dogs can't sit. I'm on my mission, that's why I can't quit. Just like LeBron, get my niggas no chips. Just put the G-Shot back on my wrist. These shoes came with Weezy, he gave me a gift. Back when YouTube hosts praying like this. They act like the legends cannot coexist, but I never beef with a streamer for nothing. If I smoke a YouTube, it's gonna be legit. It won't be for clicks, it won't be for fame. See to the OGs, I'm thanking you now. Was watching YouTube, you was paving the ground. Got my own cadence, I got my own style. I studied the greats, I'm the greatest right now. If you don't fuck with me, you ain't got a choice. Did my own thing, still made all that noise. I had to be different, I met my intentions. Now big on sports, got a voice.
What's good? What's good? What's good with it, everybody? It's your boy Big R. Welcome back to Big R Sports. We in the building. What it do, everybody? What's good with it, man? Hopefully everybody having a good day today. Whether you was at work all day, getting money to take care of your family, whether you was at the crib taking care of your family, doing what you got to do to get through the day. What it do, y'all? Got a dope stream today, y'all, for sure, man. Lakers off-season chaos. Every time we hit the off-season, niggas go nuts, bro. Everybody in the media, everybody on YouTube go nuts. Millions and millions of people speculating about what the Lakers gonna do. Right? That's what, hey, being a Laker fan, you got to be used to it. You got to deal with it. You got to get your perspective too, man. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Get my perspective on what I think the Lakers should do this offseason. Roster forming, see if we can bring anybody back, see if we got to go snatch some people off a couple other teams, because there's a lot of teams out here who got restricted free agents. There's a lot of teams out here trying to clear cap space too, so they can avoid that second apron. You know, you don't want to be in second apron hell. And it's a few teams that we're going to get into, a few players we're going to get into. Let me know what y'all think about these players. it's only one person I'm re-signing from the roster, we're gonna have a whole different team like next year, bro. In Big R Sports. Yes. So we gonna do some roster building today. We're gonna do some speculation to see what the Lakers gonna do. Right? Y'all let me know in the chat what y'all to do. 3 different options. We can sign free agents, we can sign our own free agents, or we can sign people through trade. Right? We can trade to our cap space. Right now, it looks like it's going to be around $45 to $50 million, all things considered. That's with dropping Bron's salary cap hold, Rury's salary cap hold, uh, pretty much everybody who's a free agent, whether they got an option or not. So that's the Laravias of the world, the Kennards of the world. Shout out to Luke Kennard. He ain't make the cut, y'all. I would rather give that spot to somebody else. We're gonna get into that later, but hey, I know a lot of people are gonna say keep Kennard, but we can't keep everybody. It seems like we get to a point where we want to keep all the good players, right? But we ain't got enough salaries and enough maneuverability to kind of do that. But it's a few teams, contended teams, who then got themselves into financial strap situations. Like, I'll give you an example. The team who just beat the Lakers, the Oklahoma City Thunder, I think their salary cap for next year, I think I said it's going to be like $250 million. So they got to cut. It's 202 before you get into the next apron. So they got to cut $40-some million worth of salary cap. Otherwise, they're going to be screwed. They didn't hit on a lot of players in the draft. They didn't hit on a lot of players they didn't trade it for. But the 2 players I'm looking at from the Oklahoma City Thunder is Alex Caruso, might be up for grabs, and Lou Dort might be up for grabs. I think they will deal with us because there's not a lot of teams out there with a lot of salary cap space to try to ease some of their financial relief. And I think us dealing with somebody who just beat us, but actually making them a little worse, taking some players away from them, thinking they're going to be all right, I think we can kind of take advantage of that situation over there in OKC. They might be in the spot where they think they got it all made. They can let a few players go, still do what they do. If they let Lou Dort go, that's going to be a surprise, but he's a free agent. He's a free agent, so definitely going to be looking for the bag, and they cannot afford to pay him. But the Lakers can. For shizzle, for sure. You dig? Minnesota reports coming out of Minnesota today. That team has no leadership, and the fans, players, and the ownership alike want to get rid of Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle. McDaniels might fall into that list. There might be a few guys where we could pull off a trade with them. We might be able to get into a 3-team trade with them because now Minnesota is in the Giannis stakes. Let me know if y'all want me to talk about Giannis, because I really don't think Giannis is coming to LA. I really don't. I think Luka, if these comments are true, is really hamstrung the team about how much we can get better. If y'all didn't know, about a week ago, Luka came out and said, you know what? I want Austin on the team. We got to keep him. I don't want him involved in any trade talks, especially for Giannis. So I don't think Luka's feeling the Giannis at all. So I think he's going to try to go at it himself and try to build a team around him. I don't know if he's going to be available to go with a second star, even though he played with a second star in Kyrie. But Kyrie was like out of the star status pretty much by then, still is. And ain't no telling what this team can do because we might have to get clearance from Luka. We can get into that too. Let me know in the chat if y'all think Luka is kind of hamstrung us when he came out with them Austin comments. And if we do happen to trade Austin, sign and trade, or Austin happens to walk, because nobody really believes that we should go all out to sign Austin. Y'all see on the thumbnail, Austin can't want the $41 million for sure. That's his max. But you always start the bar high. So we're going to get into that too, what Austin Reaves is trying to do and making sure that this team is as best as it can be next year. Hey, I told y'all all throughout the season, I said as much as I like Austin Reaves, if it takes trading him to make our team better than what it was last year, I'm all for trading him. What I'm not down for is trading him for somebody who might just be able to play defense or something like that, somebody who I know ain't going to be able to contribute to the team like AOR does, I should say. So maybe one of these OG veterans like a Dort who's playoff proven and, we ain't got to worry about the fall off in the playoffs and nothing like that. The Denver Nuggets is in a hard cap financial situation as well. So when they try to sign good young players like a Peyton Watson, they might not be able to. So they'll be, instead of letting these guys go for nothing, Lakers can swoop in, offer them a little something, be like, go ahead, trade them into our cap space for a second round pick or something like that. OKC is very good at that. Their GM is very good at that, making sure that don't nobody leave for nothing. And they always get something, and they draft so well, they'll take second round picks and everything like that. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of maneuvers that we can do. It's going to be an interesting stream, y'all, because I want to hear y'all thoughts too and see if we can come together and build a championship roster today, because we got to make plans for the offseason for sure. It might, y'all never know, like what it say on the screen, the end of the Lakers LeBron era. We're going to get into that too, whether we think he's going to retire, take less money, whatever the case may be for Brian. Because we all know Brian can do what he want to do. It was reports today that says, that he might get the Kobe treatment, which I know going to piss a lot of people off. But it's not, so far-fetched, because the Lakers take care of their stars all the way to the end, especially if you stay here. So if Brian was to stay here, the Lakers is probably going to give him a nice little chunk of money. It won't be 50 like it was last time, but I can see him 2 years, 1-1, $60 million deal. Get their ass a $24 million pay cut. Or, Brian just might be a G, like I said before, and just wait and see how the team forms. And because he can sit all the way to the end of July before he got to make a decision. So he can definitely give the Lakers a lot of leeway with how much money he takes. Even if he takes the mid-level exception, he can get him about $20 million in 2 years. So he got a lot of options. He ain't got to take the vet minimum or nothing like that, like he would if he went to Cleveland or somewhere else, Speaking of Cleveland, Jared Allen might be available. Let me know, because the way I built my team so far is going to be some good 3-and-D guys, and definitely more different bigs than what we got this year. So we might see one more coming back just because the contract situations, and like DeAndre Ayton came out today that an anonymous GM said his tenure with the Lakers was atrocious. It was horrible. And ain't nobody going to sign DeAndre Ayton to more than the little $8 million he got left for next year. So that's crazy work in my opinion. That's crazy work in my opinion, bro. But I'm going to give y'all my team real quick before I read all the comments, because, I get to read into the comments and make sure we talking, and I get a nice response to everybody who put it in the chat. So while I'm going to my roster rebuild, y'all fill up the comment sections for me. And it ain't going to take that long, because there's not that many differences, you know what I'm saying, that I seen that we need to do. And it's only 2 players that I'm thinking about keeping, right? But as far as a trade may go, it might just be one, right? Because Rui to me proved himself in the playoffs, and he get better every year. He still got some things to work on. He's still a kind of clunky kind of player, but I'll take that start shooting 3 and at the size, right, on the defensive end for sure. So I would say the first thing, if I was the Lakers, what I would do is that if I don't have a draft day deal, right, I would probably use the 25th pick to drive, what's his name, Marion Jones or something like that from Michigan, the big dude with the little twisties in his head. I would draft him and play him immediately because I think he's ready. He has an NBA type of game. He can score, he can rebound, he can block shots, he can move, he can play perimeter defense. He's 6'10 with 7'3 wingspan. I can't think of his full name right now, but it's the dude from Michigan. Yeah, I remember his name. But I'm definitely reinforcing my center depth because I don't want DeAndre Ayton on this team. I would even go into next year starting a Jackson Hayes type. But I want to get a big bruiser who can keep people out the paint and help us on the rebound, and even if it is playing two bigs. So if I had to go out and try to sign somebody, I would definitely try to get a sign and trade with the Cleveland Cavaliers for Jared Allen, right? So that'll give us two centers and then a backup center just in case somebody gets hurt in Jackson Hayes. I don't mind bringing him back because we can play the rook at 4 if we have to, right? If Brian don't come back. But I suggest, or I think Brian is coming back. So at the 4 is going to be Brian, right? So how many players is that so far? 3. Brian, Jared Allen in the starting lineup, and then Jackson Hayes and the rookie from Michigan. What is his name? I can't think of his damn name. I had it right here in my research too, but I'll think of it along the way. Definitely going to re-sign Brian for sure, or whatever you want. Because I ain't one of the people, man. I think we're going to be worse. Even if everybody's healthy and they get all these other guys, like none of these guys are going to be able to be a leader and have the kind of IQ that Brian has. I think it's going to put more onus on Luka. You know, I don't really want to leave Luka here to be the only star. Because Luka can put up dope numbers, but them be the dope numbers on bad teams that won't get us nowhere. We need a whole team formidable, you know what I'm saying, comparable to the best teams in the league. So with that being said, Rory, I love you, but you gotta go. Gotta go. Now, what I'm doing to try to replace Rory is a free agent. He probably earned the most money out of everybody on this team this year. So he go get goals. He's finna get paid. If San Antonio pay him, I'm never speaking about Rory ever again. He better not go to San Antonio because that's exactly what the kind of nigga they need. I would definitely love a sign and trade for a couple of them guards they got though. That'd be dope. So maybe we can work out a sign and trade with San Antonio or somebody like that. We can sign Rory. Rory, one of the few players we can sign right now to an extension. And it kind of scares me that we haven't shit, which meaning that they might let him walk. I think Rob Lincoln wanted every option available to him this offseason, so he's not really doing anything. Because, shoot, Austin ain't getting no re-up. Rory not getting no re-up for sure. But I will go out and try to find, use some of that salary cap space for Peyton Wallace. I'm putting Peyton Wallace in my 3. Good all-around player, can put the ball on the ground. He can shoot, dribble, and score, and play good defense. He's a little streaky, but I think we'll be able to handle that because his role not going to be as big as it was when he was with Denver this year, especially this year. But he has all the tools to be a great role player, great role player. So I want to see Peyton Wallace on this squad for sure at the 3. At the 2, I'm using the rest of my salary cap money to try to sign Lou Dort. I want Lou Dort fresh off of them. And then I think we can slide him at the 2. All right. And then we'll have Luka at the 1. All right. If Marcus Smart opts into his deal, I'm fine with that. We can keep him in. But if he asks for a raise or something like that, he might have to go. But we're going to go with the assumption that he just opts in to his deal for next year. Even though there's reports out there that saying it's going to be people offering him more money just to get him away from the Lakers, which is crazy. You always got to worry about teams coming to try to throw monkey wrenches in what we're trying to do, right? That's why I think we definitely going to lose Rory, and we might even lose Austin too as well. So Austin Reaves, if we do come back, we ain't going to have enough money for them other players. So, yep, Yeah, I guessed it. Austin Reaves then got a big deal somewhere else. And if he don't allow a sign and trade, then we just gotta let him walk for nothing. Rory or Austin, if they both leave, one of them is going to have to be a sign and trade. Otherwise, Rob Pelinka needs to be fired immediately because he can't let both of them guys walk for nothing. The good GMs, the OKC GMs of the world, the San Antonio Spurs GMs of the world, do not let their players walk for nothing. Nothing. Right? So I would say this is where it gets tricky, where we might have to pull off a trade or two with like Dalton Connect and Vanderbilt first round pick and go get a couple of 3-and-D guys to come off the bench, 6'7" or taller, who can dribble, pass, and shoot, and play defense. The impression I got from Rob Pelinka was that he wanted a roster full of it was either Rob or JJ. It might have been both of them, but they wanted a whole team full of guys who dribble, pass, and shoot, and play elite defense. So it's not that many players available like that, so they're gonna have to do their magic and try to trade for a few guys. With Jackson Hayes, Marcus Smart, I think Jake might be around for one more year unless he's put into a trade. Got to get a couple more guys, at least 5 guys, 3 more, because Marcus Smart and Jackson Hayes gonna play. They good rotation guys. We're probably gonna need about 2 more wing players, right? I don't know if they're going to give a dude Thero more time next year and put him in the rotation. I don't know if Bronny James is going to be in the rotation still next year. All of those to be decided. So I didn't really include them guys. But that's going to be our, 11th and 12th guy, right? But like I said, I think with this starting lineup with Jared Allen, LeBron James, Peyton Wallace, Lou Dort, and Luka, I think that changes the team enough to where it's more balanced with defense and offense. We will have shooting on the court the whole time instead of these one-way players like a Vanderbilt or a Jake LaRavia, which would be awesome. If somebody can take them off our hands with a first-round pick and give us somebody back good, that's how we fill out our bench. The players off the bench I can't really name because it's a lot of players that we can go for, but it takes 2 teams to tango. But that's my starting 5, y'all, with a couple players off the bench, man. And let me know in the chat what y'all think, man. I think this team right there will be able to handle anybody. We got tall, lengthy, good rebounding, good rim protecting, to handle teams like San Antonio and Denver. We got enough athleticism on the perimeter to handle teams like Oklahoma City Thunder. We got 2 point of attack guards who will be playing at the same time. Skirt teams with Lou Dort and Marcus Smart. If you're going to have a defensive-minded team who can score next year, I'm definitely is going after Lou Dort and Jared Allen for sure. Those are going to be my 2 biggest moves of the year if I was Rob Pelinka, and I'm around and win Executive of the Year next year, just like that, and secure my job for the future. But I'm not Rob Pelinka. Who knows what he's going to do? But that's what I'm going to do. You dig? Let me get up in this chat real quick. Say what's up to everybody, man. We got Andy Rodriguez. What up, Andy, bro? He said, I hope we get something. I know, right? It's real up in the air right now. You never know. And I'm keeping Brian, man. I don't care what nobody say. Nicholas Brown in the building. What's up, Nicholas, bro? He said, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Continue to support on the road to the next milestone. Yes, sir. Shout out to D-Bottom, man. First super chat of the day. Appreciate that, my G. He said, what's up, Art and everybody? Like the channel. Yeah, double tap screen. Hit the like button for your boy. You just getting in. You been here for a minute and didn't do it. Hit the like button for your boy. Yes, sir. Seesaw in the building. What up, C, man? Shout out to the artillery gang all day, every day. Garvey in the building. What up, Garvey, bro? We got Meek in the building. What up, Meek, bro? He said Reeves want 40 million. He started laughing. I know, bro. I know. But that's agent talk, bro. I just think they're going to put that number out there to see what they can get. If he was your agent, you would want him to do the same thing. So I'm going to keep my stance on Austin, bro. I don't think he's going to get 40-some million dollars. I think with his playoff play, with him just not being healthy at the end of the year, He lost a few dollars. So I think he's going to be somewhere around $25 to $30 million, bro. And the Lakers, depending on if the Lakers want to go over the cap, just to make sure that we get them guys back. It's going to be a really interesting, you know what I'm saying, offseason. What up, JB, bro? Brownsfield in the building. What's good with it, brother? Seesaw said, I prefer to wait and see what's going to happen, but y'all go ahead and keep guessing. You got jokes today, I see. To give us Luka for Franz Wagner and Suggs. What, Corey? Nah, bro. Nah, way, no way. But if we can get Franz Wagner on some kind of, you know what I'm saying, good move, I'll take that too. Said that's a fake report. It's a lot of reports that was fake too, man, JB. I ain't like a lot of, as soon as the offseason ended, everybody want to come out with their little reports about stuff that may or may not have it happen months ago. Brown was upset because he didn't get the game ball 6 months ago. It's a bunch of dumb stuff, bro. I'm just like, y'all whack. So it's a lot of fake reports out there. I saw a report that said Giannis on his way to LA. That was a fake report. I pulled up the report. It wasn't nothing but ads. I'm like, yeah. Whenever there's no article or nothing, all you see is ads. Yeah, that's clickbait. 16 ads and a goddamn title. Ibana in the building. He said, shaking my head, keep Austin, and we won't sniff the championship. And that is the crux of the whole thing, Ibana, bro. From Luka saying that he wanted to keep him, right? I hope that's what JB talking about. That's a fake report. I really hope that's what he's talking about. But as far as that, and both sides is willing to deal, I kind of see him being back on the team, but I wanted to do like a realistic roster build because if Austin comes back, it's going to force us to have kind of the same team. Brian is going to be back. Marcus Smart going to be back. Jack LaRavia is going to be back. It's just going to be a lot of what we had this year, and I don't know how sure they are in Austin after what happened at the end of the year. So they blame it on injury. They can still be high on them, but you know what? Let somebody else take that risk. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we got a chance to like make a trade or sign people into our cap space because we can, after we get Lou Dort, we can circle back around and get Alex Caruso. Hardenstein. They got players who they're not going to be able to keep in OKC after this year. So why not let us? Don't let the other teams in the league get rich off of them. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Least they can do is make some deals with us since they swept us. Sure. But keeping Austin is the key. What they decide to do with Austin DeBrana is the key to how much we can really shape this team. Because if they keep Austin, you can kiss Lou Dort goodbye. And I'm pretty sure everybody will say I would rather have Lou Dort than Austin Reaves, especially on my starting two guard, for sure. And then you can come out with Lou Dort and Marcus Smart in the same rotation. Man, get out of here, bro. DeBrana said Lakers need a legitimate second option, plays defense and scores. So we gonna see. We definitely gonna see. I don't know. Another trade scenario I seen was maybe Rory, one first round pick, and it was Dr. Connect, Rory, and I think that was it. But it was for like not Trey Young. What's it? Trey. I'm talking about the guys from New Orleans that we always talk about, bro. Them two guys, not just one, but both of them. Trey Murphy, I think is his name, and the other guy who just played defense now. He lost his shot. So I don't know if I want him or not for sure. But I agree with you, Bonner. That legitimate second option, man, oh man. See, I don't know if they want to make that Brian. I think they want that to be Austin so bad. But if he's our second option, we just know that don't work. And we're going to be pissed off. We're going to be winning games because we got a lot of talent. But when it comes to the big guys, we just going to be, you know what I'm saying, pissed off all over again. Daniel Berry Sports highlights in the building, man. What it do, Daniel, bro? What's up, peoples? JB said that's a fake report from Austin agents. Luka ain't that crazy. And I would hope so, bro. On my mama, I hope so, bro. Luka cannot be that crazy, bro. So you seen how bad his shot was for the last 3 months of the season, bro? I'm not going. I feel like sometimes you earn your way, and then sometimes you can lose your way. And I feel like latter part of the season, Austin lost his way. And if you like that because you injured and stuff like that, bro, then you're gonna be trying to play through injury for the rest of your career. You're already old as hell, 28, 27 years old. So I don't know. So now the Lakers. Now, what if Luka goes back to Madrid once the new NBA European League begins coming soon? Yeah, but he wouldn't do that. That's not the big leagues. He's already in the big leagues. Why would you go to the minor leagues? So no other NBA player has ever been expected to retire. Nobody ever cared before. Why now? Because it's LeBron. People want him out. You know what I'm saying? People tired of talking about him. And you might not think it take a lot of energy to hate on somebody, but it takes a lot of energy to hate on somebody, bro. So people was like, they ain't gonna give it up, so they just tired of hating. So they like retire so I can stop talking about you. I don't want to give you your flowers. I just want you to walk away. Mission 24 in the building. What up, Mission, man? What's good with it, man? He said we gonna draft Billy Richmond III at 25. Dude is cold. Mission 24, where he go to school at, bro? Billy Richmond III. Yeah, let me know where he go, bro. YFN Trey. What up, Trey, bro? We said Rory 3-year, $45 million deal. But see, I thought Rory I don't know if Rory is going to take the same amount of money, though, Trey, because I swear I thought he made a little more than $15 million anyway. Somebody put in the chat how much Rory make now. See if I'm wrong. But I thought he signed like a 3-year, $54 million deal that's up. And that's like $18 million a year. So I don't think he'll take a pay cut. If he take a pay cut, I'm all for it. But I don't know, man. Chauncey Billings in the building. What it do, man? It said Jaylen Brown to the Lakers. I read that kind of report too, but it didn't seem too sure. I don't think that they are going to run into the problems where the rest of their guys is going to be expendable. And then we go back to Minnesota. Jaden McDaniels might fall out too. So it's a lot of players who I'm willing to roll the dice on, you know what I'm saying, just to make this team complete. If Jaylen Brown comes to the Lakers, I'll be fine with it, depending on what we trade for him. But he had to change his attitude a little bit. I listen to his podcast sometimes. He cried too much for me. He think he know it all. And he's just like, I have arrived. I should have been the MVP, and I should be in an MVP conversation. And I don't know, bro. What up, Ego? So as long as Luka is on the court, the Lakers will always be in a disadvantaged position on defense. Towards the end of the year, I say about the last month and a half, I was not mad at Luka how he was playing defense. He was stepping his game up. He was moving his feet, staying in front of people, not getting drove around. He was getting steals. He finished second in Defensive Player of the Month for the last 2 months of the season. So let's reevaluate a healthy, conditioned Luka. I think he'll be all right with the other guys being able to, support, play team defense, bro. So I'm paying Brian whatever Austin wants. I trust him as a second option. And I think that's what it might have to be, bro. And I didn't want to say it too loud, but I think that's what it literally might have to be, bro. Brian might have to come back at 42 to be the second option, but just try to let everybody else cook still a little bit with your facilitator. And in the playoffs, you and Lucas just take over, bro. Shoot. Raiders in the building. What up, Cujo, man? Said Reaves will be back. Luka wants him back. Yep. They said, hey, but my partner JB said that might be a fake report, bro. I really do hope it's a fake report, bro. He said, hey, or LeBron will be at Golden State. I doubt that. See, when our season is over, you can tell some of the same narratives. I'm gonna call them narratives get repeated. And how many years have we been hearing LeBron is going to go to Golden State? I heard a report before the last stream I did that if anything, Steph Curry will come and be a Laker. If Steph Curry came and be a Laker, bro, we had Luka and Steph Curry on the same team, bro, with Brian. Oh, God, we wouldn't have to play no defense, bro. We going to outscore everybody. So that was real art. MC McManaman reports a lot of stuff that comes from Clutch Sports. Nah, you got that backwards right there. He report everything that the Lakers want him to report. Him and Clutch Sports, you know what I'm saying, been at it for a while because his reporting has been so bad. Like, he the one that came out and was like, Brian had a problem leaving when JJ got the game ball, right, for his 100 wins when Brian became the all-time winningest player in basketball history, right? You go back and look in there, look at that video, Brian ain't even in there. Brian was been gone when they did that. Like, he had to get to the crib or something. So either he knew ahead of time and he just left like, oh, I'm not staying here for this, or he wasn't there when they gave out the game ball because he might have had to go somewhere. Niggas got lives of their own, got lives and shit to do. Wives wait on them, kids wait on them when they get home, all kind of stuff. So I really think that was Bush League by David McMenamin because this happened 6 months ago. It was in like January or something, bro. So I'm just like, why you holding on to this all the way to the end of the year, bro? To me, that was kind of Bush League, and he's going out like Adrian Wojnarowski, bro. So Dave McMenamin, hopefully your ass can find a new job here in a minute, bro. He said, let LeBron go get Kessler, solid center, keep Reaves, and Rui. I don't know about that, David, bro. Kessler cool, but he get hurt too much. And I'm not too high on Kessler. That's why I said I would rather go get a Jared Allen before I go get a Walker Kessler and pay Jared Allen, bro. Because Kessler, even though he was hurt all year last year, you might get a little discount. So I might revisit that if the money's right. But if the money ain't right, then I'd rather go get Jared Allen, bro. So, or you see Rich Paul ain't come out and deny it. Well, that's what I heard. I heard he did. And that's why I'm so stagnant or stuck on it, is because he said on his little podcast with Max Kellerman that, you know, it's the same thing I was telling y'all niggas. It's the end of the year. People got 100 Laker narratives, and they don't know which one is true and which one is fake. But most of them fake. And that's what he said on this little podcast. So go take a listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Not now, but, you know what I'm saying, after the stream or something, go take a listen to it. So basically, just give the Lakers all OKC players. Nah, no ego. It's three players that they can consider what the NBA calls salary dumping. Ego, right? They are already in the second apron, so that means that they got to dump around $25 to $30 million worth of salary, right? I looked at the salary. Hardenstein making like $28 million, bro. I don't know who paid him that. I think it was the Knicks, but he getting bread, so he definitely not gonna turn down his team option for sure. But Alex Caruso and Lou Dort is like a free agent. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even restricted or nothing. So I'm just saying, bro, people go out and steal other team players all the time, bro. Make them worse and make us better. You can't tell me you wouldn't want Lou Dort as your start two guard over Austin Reaves. I know I would. Yeah, see, so Lakers only got one draft pick, first round, 25th pick. Correct. Because they spent all their money last year, so they can't even go buy one this year. Chris, what up, Chris Hanford, bro? Shout out to the artillery game, bro. That's his number. I think that number 24 is Trey Murphy, and I would definitely take a Trey Murphy for Reeves for sure. What up, David, bro? David Fuller in the building. So I don't think they should part ways with Connect. If he has some kind of trade value, then yes. I have no idea how he can move up, but that's an interesting point of conversation to keep Connect, give him another chance, a legitimate chance, not the little BS chance he got earlier this season where JJ said, I'm going to watch him. I'm going to give him some time to hang himself too. And then they can play like 3 more games. He was out of there. So maybe But if it's a trade out there for somebody who they just want to dump salary, so they just need a player, a throw-in player, somebody who can make them move, I'm throwing Connect in there, bro, for sure. So that's a good point though, David, bro. There's gonna be a lot of people who would love to see Dr. Connect get another legitimate shot because he was a flamethrower, bro. Herb Jones, appreciate that. Simonja, Simon, Mr. Simon, Miss Simon, I don't know what it is, bro. But Herb Jones, yes. If we can somehow get both of them, Herb Jones and Trey Murphy, that'll rebrand our team. But that'll take Connect, Rory, and a couple first-round picks. Otherwise, they not letting that up. Need the weapon in the building. What it do, man? He said LeBron has been effing trash on defense. False. Since the bubble. False. Literally near the bottom in almost every defensive stat. False. Austin Reaves had a better defensive rating than LeBron did. False. Also false. If you ever need to go look at Brian on defense, you can look at him play defense. This year, he played really good defense this year. I was really surprised after we traded for AD last year. He stepped into that role, did a really good job. Brian ain't the problem. And I'm thinking people know that. People try to combine their hate for him with all our problems. But you know what? Brian is not the problem. So we got to be real with ourselves. Eldrin in the building. What up, Eldrin, man? Say just give Austin $20 million a year. If he take it, you know what I'm saying, that's a good raise. If we pay him 4 years, that'd be 4 times 6, that'd be $24 million raise. You know what I'm saying? Because he get like 14 now. So big facts. And that allow us to still maneuver and go out and get players and stuff like that. So LeBron just needs to retire if he isn't going to give any effort on defense. Well, you just don't watch basketball. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say to you. Because like people love to say things that's not true and feel like, hey, if I say it enough times, it might be true. Nah, nigga, it's not true. It sounds stupid. Lucas said at the exit meeting, Pelinka said they already started negotiations. Who with Austin? Or negotiations with who? So Lucas said in the exit meeting he's not playing overseas this summer. Yeah, shout out to Luke. He said he's not playing overseas. But make sure he over there though, because don't leave Jackson Hayes over there by himself, bro. Because Jackson Hayes is playing. Said new deal, new me. What's up, new deal, bro? He said Brian Hay got to be studied. Yes, studied, analyzed, and crushed. I compare it to this like political cycle thing we going through now with the repubs and stuff like that, having racist attacks all over this country. You know what I'm saying? You got to be studied, called out, and destroyed, bro. So, and I know this is just sports, but I compare stupid to stupid. Stupid is and stupid does, bro. What up, Joe? What's good with it, bro? What up? I want Brian to go to a contending team. And you can feel like that. Like I heard a lot of people wanting to do that because they don't think the Lakers can get it right. But I just don't. I want Brian to do what he feels like is the best for his career. If he want to do 2 more years, I honestly think they both was going to be with the Lakers. Back in 2018, when he first came here, I was telling everybody he's going to finish his career here. He's not going to put another team on his jacket. He's not going to go play with Steph Curry just so they can suck together. He's not going to be traded to like a contending team because if you ain't the San Antonio Spurs or the Oklahoma City Thunder, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Brian can't go nowhere and make that team better than them 2 teams. With Luka on this team, is still his best option. Just like it was with a healthy Anthony Davis, his best option anywhere around the league was to stay here with AD. You ain't going to get more closer to a finals appearance. So, new deal, he might already be on the contender team with the Lakers, bro. $14 million, I heard that, David, bro. The Lakers won't be able to sign. Lakers won't be able to sign with the Lakers. He's about to get paid. He cussed. What? What's going on? He said Art Madrid will no longer be a minor league once the NBA takes over and makes it their own. Okay, is it going to be the NBA? Then no. I don't want to hear it. It's almost like another developmental league. It's just now they got their money into it. They got the money. They got their hands in the pot. You know what I'm saying? So please, 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 people think that they gonna make it because like they just did the same thing in Africa about 8 years ago, right? They bought a little small ass little NBDL league, NBDAL league, something like that. I forgot the name of it, but they doing the same thing in Africa too, and that league ain't nothing. It's just if you got developmental all around the world, people will come to play in the NBA ready, right? That's why you see a lot of foreign players more so now than you did in back in the day because the European leagues was pushed up enough and ready enough to train and develop their own players. So when they came over here, they was ready. You got to think, bro. It's all about the NBA. So Boston would never do that. I know. Yeah, but I don't think they'll blow it up neither. I don't think that beef between them two, if it's beef anyway, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Said Brian to the Knicks. I heard that too, but I don't think so, y'all. That's a drama show. I think the Knicks is just one of them key words you be hearing. I don't know if it's for real. But the Brian disrespect got to stop, bro. It has to stop, bro. Even if it's next year, bro, it got to stop, y'all. So what about the Pistons players from Duran? Last I was high on Duran, Trey, but the last I heard about him was that they was going to give him his bread, bro. So we screwed. D. Bonner said $51 million for 3 years. He signed in 2023. Yeah. So what's that? 20. Now that's not like $17 million a year. So Rory is definitely finna get a raise. Most definitely. Like a fan for life. What it do, Pimpin? Said Rob get bum of the year. I don't know, man. I don't know. So Lakers ain't finna do nothing without Brian. Getting Giannis is the best bet. New deal. You won't have to convince me, bro. Because I know we hear a lot of different kind of rumors and reports. I don't know how true it is. Just like JB was telling me that Austin meme. I don't know if it was a meme or a post or what it was saying that Luka was like, I don't want Austin put in no trades. That post that we seen. Giannis, right? He didn't want to play with Luka because Luka has the ball handler. So I don't know what their relationship is. If somebody know, like, if they cool or not, I don't know if they had beef back in the day or Milwaukee don't even play Dallas that many times a year. So I don't know what they have problems with each other for. But I feel like if Dame, Lillard, and Giannis can't play together, Luka damn sure can't play with Giannis because he's going to resort Giannis because Giannis resorted Dame to be a catch and shoot guy, bro. He had to be told to tell Giannis to pass the ball, bro. And that's crazy work. He come here to LA and do that. We're going to run his ass out of town in 6 months. But if Giannis, like I said earlier, a few streams ago, if Giannis can come here and play the Anthony Davis role, I'm all for it. But I don't think at that role or period, both of them at their best, I don't think he's better than AD. Instead of AD giving us 26 and 12, Giannis to come in here and be mad about it, give us 18 and 6. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to play like a regular player. I don't think he's that smart, to be honest with you. Said Brian is going to Golden State. They've been trying to get Brian for the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years. That's why I know it ain't gonna happen, bro. Breda, Brian is not going to a team that's worse than us, bro. You think he want to go? Like Brian would not make them a playoff team. That's how bad it is over there at Golden State. They let all their talent walk, and thinking that Steph and Draymond is still a core. They not. They not. If I was Steph, I would retire or go somewhere else. Now we trade somebody for Steph, and Steph come on to LA, then it's going to be a problem. You know. But if they're going to rebuild and blow it up, here y'all take Austin and a couple other players. Give us Steph. And we're going to run the league real quick for a couple years. Just for a couple, though. So don't be surprised if Lakers get Giannis. I know, David. I know. And they said big things were coming, too. Rob Pelinka said it, too, again in the outro. But I'm going to hold my opinion on that until I see it happen, right? Because I was like try to get some other disgruntled star. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about Pablo Banchero, but he's not as I guess mad as Giannis is at his organization. I think Orlando just hired a different coach and that'll make Pablo happy, but Giannis is like done, bro. Pascal Siakam, I heard Pascal Siakam wasn't really feeling Indiana. He might be ready for a change of scenery. So let me know what y'all think about Pascal Siakam in the chat. It won't take that much to get him because he signed his deal 4 years ago. He got one more year left on it, and it's only at around like 34, something like that, 32, $34 million. So that could be good. So, all right, do your research. Madrid, it's not a minor league. Well, I know it's not a minor league, but compared to the NBA, it's a secondary league. How about that? He said, yeah, that's true, people. Stay putting in fake reports. Yeah, new deal. Well, it's the beginning of the Lakers offseason, bro. It flies off the shelves. Said goal of TGE offseason, more black players. You know what? Hey, I seen a video today, JB, bro. They said they was like, name a team that has no white players. And I think the only team in the league, let me know in the chat. Y'all to see if y'all can get it real quick. Don't cheat neither. If you know it, put it in the chat. If you guess, put it in the chat. You know, so I give you 20 seconds before I say it. But it was funny as hell, bro. I said, what about a Pistons player? Yeah, I said I read that one already. One Cool P in the building. What up, Cool P? Oh, what is the name of Rich Paul and Max Kellerman podcast? Yo, guess is as good as mine. I just seen clips from it. I never watched the whole episode of it for real. So, One Cool P, you would have to look that one up. Or if somebody in the chat let her know. But shout out to One Cool P. What it do? Artillery Gang is in the building. Chris Hanford said LeBron should have got the game ball just because he was a part of helping him win 50 wins, 100 wins. Yeah. I don't give a damn about that, bro. I really don't. And I honestly think Brian don't give a damn neither. I really think this is the Lakers pushing their media to always have them in the best light. And then the Lakers has always been like that, y'all, since I was born. Their media is always going to make sure that they're in the light. So if you got to put out a report hating on Brian and you in LA, that's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Brian ain't going to play for 50 years, but in 50 years, the Lakers still going to be here. Dave McMenamin ass probably won't, but I just thought that was the weirdest, weakest BS story I ever heard in my life. Well, I did see. I was there. I saw it with my own eyes. You know, Brian got up, iced on, and just walked out. But when we watched the video, Brian ain't even in the goddamn video. So stupid. Just like Ant-Man going to shake everybody's hand after he was finna get subbed out the game because he didn't want to go back there, sit there and wait to shake the biggest hands. I'm finna shake y'all hands right now, you punks. And I'm finna go to the locker room and punch something. I ain't got no problem with what Ant did. With Ant, if y'all know what I'm talking about, when they was finna get eliminated from the playoffs, they was getting blew out by San Antonio. So he took out all the starters. And when Ant-Man got took out, he went and shook everybody's hand and went and sat down for a second, then went to the locker room. All right. I remember Brian doing that. It wasn't 8 minutes, but it was like maybe 3 minutes up in the game where the game was clearly over. and he went and shook everybody's hand. I think it was like Golden State or somebody. And ain't nobody's blinking an eye. He said, "You think LeBron is going to see another ring before he retire?" Period. What up, Donnie, bro? Yes. If he stays with the Lakers and if Rob Pelinka can get it right, he can literally win a ring next year. But if the roster is similar to what we had this year, then probably not, bro. This year, even if we would have had Luka, we would have definitely beat Houston, of course. But I think we would have gave OKC a run for their money. I don't think we could have probably beat them. I would have picked us for sure, but I think we really, really, my gambling mind would have told me, hey, we can give them a run for their money, and then we just got to wait and see what happens game 6 or game 7 or wherever we at in that mix. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So 50-50, Donnie, bro. Can I put it on 50-50, bro? Think Brian going to win another title before he retires? Because one thing he's not going to do, he's not going to chase rings, right? And I think that's what a lot of Brian haters is having a problem with. He's still playing so good, right? He's playing so good that he don't have to go chase rings somewhere. Like this year, he didn't have to be the third option. He could have just played how he normally played, and Luka would have been the first, and Brian would have been the second, and AR would have been a catch and shoot guy. Maybe they should have did that, but Brian showed y'all he can play off ball. He can play be the facilitator, right? He can play defense. He can shoot threes. And if you need me, I'll come through and win games for you. So I wish we can get Hartenstein or Dort. Elgin, I agree with that. I'm kind of sold on Hartenstein. I'm not really good. I'm cool on him because I see him get pushed around too much, and he's too big for that. He get pushed around a lot. So I'm cool on him. But Dort is probably my number one want this offseason. Lou Dort as my starting two guard. Now, I know the only way that's going to happen, bro, if Austin walk or get traded, bro. So, oh, man, I don't think that's going to happen, bro. We're going to have the same effing team. It's going to drive me crazy. But I'd rather go get Jared Allen, Jerry Jack, and Austin Reaves. Keith, who is Keith? Say LeBron, keep brewing. I don't know who that is. Your auto talk is tripping. Marcus Smart. See, if we get Lou Dort, I'm not gonna be too mad at Marcus Smart leaving, or going somewhere else. See, I don't want to give him no more money. If Marcus Smart, because he'd be relegated back to his original role, where it was 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes a game coming off the bench, giving us all the defensive energy that you could, right? But when we put him in to start, when niggas was getting hurt, and then he started playing good, he was hitting threes, he'd go cold, and then he'd hit more threes, he'd go cold. Then he just went cold for the playoffs. I was just like, man, come on, bro. What is we doing? So I don't want them kind of players. But I'm sitting here like, yeah, he Marcus Smart is balling, bro, balling, but I can't trust it. You know what I'm saying? One thing I learned from my subscribers and everybody I mess with on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Trusting somebody is just not in the regular season, right? It's in the playoffs as well. It's both. In the playoffs more so. So I want players who we can trust in the playoffs. That's why when we did get eliminated, I told everybody, I said Rui is probably the only one that earned his to be re-signed. If we really gonna reshape and reform this team, I really think that it might be a lot of role players. To be 100, and if I did have my gambling hat on, it's going to be Luka, Austin, Brian, Rui, and some other center next year. But them four is going to be our core: Rui, Austin, Brian, and Luka. If I had to put some money down on it, I told y'all what I would do earlier in the stream. I would flip all of that, bro. Austin, yeah, you getting signed and traded, bro. Rui, if you won't let us sign a trade, because see, Austin got a player option that he's opting out of. All right. Rury's just a straight up free agent, so we gotta get approval from the agents, players, and the team that he's going to. You know what I'm saying? Some teams, that's why you don't see it that much, because the other team gonna be like, no, not at all. He's already a free agent. Why do I have to give you anything? But if it's a first round pick and you're going to do a deal anyway, and it's better to like fit into your cap space by doing a trade, there is benefits to doing it. You know what I'm saying? But not a lot of teams really do a lot of signing trades. So I'd rather go get Jared Allen. Yeah, I like Jared Allen, bro. I think he'll be good for this team. According to Rob Pelinka, athleticism, youth, and depth is the focus this offseason. Unfortunately, we've been saying that for 3 years now. Big facts. He said, I'm not confident in Rob roster construction capabilities. Well, this is last rodeo. I guarantee you that, D-Bonham. I just know a lot of people is not ride with him. And I think in my mind, if he come back with the same team, bro, he gonna get fired during the season. He might even get fired before next season, right? Because if you don't have a confident roster, bro, you got all this cap space money, bro, and you can't do no trades. Because now it's a different owner looking at you, right? Even though Jenny Buss is the trustee, whatever the hell they call her. Her decision making was taken earlier this year, if y'all don't remember. So this is probably the last time she'll be the trustee, and we'll have probably, I don't know, we're gonna have a CEO, because Rob Pelinka is splitting his job into two assistants. So he's gonna be president of basketball operations, but we're gonna hire 2 GMs. You know what I'm saying? Co-GMs. Assistant GMs, if you will. What else? So if Jenny Buss step aside, we're gonna need probably a CFO, financial. I don't think they call it a trustee again. It's something else that I can't think of. Unless it's actually Mark Walter making the decisions, he can assign like a overall president. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like what New York did with Phil Jackson. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't the GM. He just made all the basketball decisions, bro. Jamal Robinson. What up, Jamal? He said LeBron got to play for $25 million. Hey, I think LeBron gonna play for a little less, bro. For real. I think LeBron's gonna shock the world and come and play for a little bit of nothing. He will shock me if that report I spoke on earlier is true. I'm even going to be shocked. If Brian come out and ask for like $40, $50 million, I'm going to be 110% shocked. And I'll be like, yeah, that's the first time Brian ever tripped. But see, I just don't think he'll do that, because what people don't pay attention to is that he was willing to take less money last year and the year before last to sign people who the Lakers didn't end up signing because they couldn't one way or another. Right? It was the Valanciunises of the world back when they were still kind of good. So is the bench was the problem? The bench is definitely the problem. And with along with the athleticism and stuff like that Bono talking about, he definitely said JJ is going to try to explore what do you say, 10, 11 man rotation. So that's JJ saying that I got my ass whooped by a team that was playing niggas I didn't even know. Excuse me. So I was like, yeah, JJ. But when we heard 9, I was like, okay, that seemed kind of normal. But normally sometimes people get into foul trouble and just circumstances that got to push you to 10. But JJ wasn't playing around. He said 9. It was either 9 or less, period. Said Brian headed to Washington. That would be funny. Or AD might come back to LA. Y'all ain't sleeping on that situation. Brian would be playing with AD, Trae Young, and the number one pick. If Brian didn't care about, you know what I'm saying, because that's not a ring chase. One cool P. That's not a ring chase at all. Because that team ain't never played together, and if they say that's a souped up team, then they'll just be lying to you. But AD and Brian back at the 5 and 4. You got Trae Young at the 1. Ooh, the number one pick. You can put Brian at the 3 and put Alex Sar at the 4 with AD. You could draft DJ Bubasta, whatever his name is, and then have him at the 2. Trae Young at the 1. Jesus Christ, bro. That team will be the best team in the East. I'm not even gonna lie. Especially if Trae Young 3-point shot come back a little bit and he shoot close to 40%. Oh yeah. It'll be a wrap for a lot of them guys. Over in the East. In the West, if AD healthy, that's nasty work. He might be the one who can play defense, versatile enough to play defense on the different styles of bigs that it is, whether it's Joker, Wemby, or who's the other one? Chet. He used to kill Chet. Gobert, he used to kill Gobert. But with that squad, like you said at the exit meeting, they have started negotiations with Reaves. Yeah. So yeah, but I told y'all what I would do. You know what I'm saying? But if I told y'all a second ago what I think the Lakers gonna do. So if they're gonna tell me what's up with this lineup, we want to have Marcus Smart, Luka, Trey Murphy, LeBron, Anthony Davis back. Hey, that wouldn't be too bad neither, man. It's either gonna be monumental moves or like one move, because it ain't too many options. So, but we ain't too far away, because once we get the championship decided, and then the draft, right when the draft starts to happen, that's when the SHIT gonna go down. Niggas gonna be getting re-signed, traded, picks gonna be getting traded, everything. And this is a good draft too. They say the top 4 players, you know what I'm saying, all of them can go number 1. But then they said it's about 35 players deep. I said, damn. That's how I heard about old boy from Michigan. Because, they got a 7'3" dude, but not him, but it's the other dude who played a 4. He's 6'10", got a 7'3" wingspan. He can shoot a little bit. He got a great post game. His defense is elite. And Michigan look like they are really pumping out really good players, bro. So I wouldn't be mad at that, bro. Shout out to JSM, bro. I think that's when I first heard his name. What up, JC? So cool. What it do, Pimpy? I'm not sold on signing, re-signing Marcus Smart, bro. I'm not. What up, Steph, for the win, bro? Hey, make sure y'all double tap the screen, bro. Hit the like button, bro. It's a quarter of a century. LeBron separates his name from everybody that wears number 23. Any number in the 20s, quarter spoon, bro. That's crazy work, bro. Mark Walters don't like paying old players. Look at his history with the Dodgers. Him and LeBron go have a standoff. But is it, say Jenny do got a little power, right? Or Rob, go talk to Rob Pelinka. Because what I said earlier still stands, bro. The Lakers is always taking care of their older players, right? And Raider, you can tell me if I'm wrong or not. But I learned that from how they treated Kobe, his last couple of years. They went to him and was like, "Thank you for everything you did for us. Here go a 2-year, $50 million deal." They gave that nigga $50 million for 2 years and not even playing for real. And nobody better than I. So I think Brian is finna take a pay cut for you niggas. And I think y'all niggas gonna have to shut the F up, bro. Not you, Raider, but the niggas who be talking about, man, he make $50 million, man. He do not play, it don't work. He not worth it. I heard that, bro. So the Brian and Washington picture that with a Kodak. Hey, I got that slide too, but I forgot to upload it too. That's crazy work, bro. He said the Knicks is just for the bag. Nah, bro, he wouldn't do that, bro. That's crazy work. I said LeBron, Steph, Green, Butler. That's a big four right there. No, it's not, Raider, bro. Come on, man. Butler is a pansy, and Green is washed up, bro. And then when somebody cook him, bro, he just try to hurt him, bro. I don't really like Draymond Green, bro. That's why they was roasting his ass on that Kevin Hart roast. They said, Steph Curry brought you in the book bag today. I said, yeah, get this nigga right. It's all game over on Netflix. Okay. Should been dealing with this level of hate since 18. Crazy, bro. Yeah, that's crazy work. New deal, bro. I said, aren't you thinking LeBron and the Lakers have no problems with each other? And I really don't. Because when have y'all known Brian to have problems and we ain't heard about it? And I'm talking about from him. LeBron pulls strings. See, two things can't be true. Two things can be true, but these two things can't be true, right? Brian can't have the power that they dictate that he has, no matter what it is. The GM, the owner, whatever, right? And then all of a sudden, right, the organization mad. Them two things can't really be true, because why would you give him any, you know what I'm saying, power if you're just going to turn around and be mad at him? Have you seen Brian be upset? See, I listen to everything, bro. Brian specifically said the last maybe 3 years, he said, I don't even talk to them about moves no more. I just play basketball. Right? And Rob Pelinka came out and said the same thing. He said, if I ever need to call him, I do. But besides that, you know, Brian don't really, you know what I'm saying, dabble in this part of the business. Right? So I get it. I get it. People think he do more than what he really do. But I just really think that it is no problem amongst each other. Whenever you old GM come out and say, you know what, it's all about us honoring you as a Laker, right? You don't come out and say stuff like that if you got problems, bro. You know what I'm saying? I seen LeBron be a happy player. You know what I'm saying? Interviews, all the records he broke, all the money he made for LA, all the moments he gave LA, you know. The championship, of course. So I don't think there's no friction. They're gonna let LeBron. They're gonna do what they said they've been gonna do for the last 4 years. We're gonna let LeBron make his own mind up. LeBron, you want to come back? Come on back, bro. You want to go to Cleveland, bro? Let me see what we can work out, bro. You want more money than a vet minimum? Let me see what I can trade Cleveland for. Make sure we sign you and trade you, get you some bread. Or we're gonna treat you like Kobe. You want 2 years and you done, bro? I'll give you 2 years, $50 million, $25 million a year, just like we did Kobe, as a thank you. Now, how many of y'all gonna be mad if we did that? Now, if you want to add a few million for inflation, I'm fine with it. So let's just say 2 years, you know, he made 50, let's say 30, right? 2 years, $60 million. Y'all gonna be mad. Y'all gonna be like, he needs to take more money, take more of a pay cut. I can't wait if he do that, bro. Rubber dubber. He said LeBron needs to retire. He's not winning the title. So a person gotta retire once they can't win a title no more. Even though he be in the playoffs all the time. That's crazy work, bro. This nigga was just on the team that was the third seed in the West, in the hard West. This is the new Laker owner, Mark Walters and LeBron have a tight-knit relationship, and the new crypto arena owner is partnered with LeBron. That's what I'm saying. I think LeBron don't really have no worries, bro. That's why it'd be dumb for him to go anywhere else. He too integrated. He been there 8 years. He too integrated into the city, bro. Integrated into the city, bro. He said the disrespect would never stop. It's too fun to take down this false king. You sound like y'all niggas is crazy, bro. Hey, to hate on my channel, you got to double tap the screen and hit the like button, bitch. For real. Otherwise, my mind's to get you up out of here, Pimpin'. So I'm trying to trade Jake LaRabia and somebody else for Jared Jack. Do anybody know if that's possible? I don't know. But I'm about to go look up that player, bro. The only Jerry Jack I knew was an old dude from a long time ago. A little point guard. So you able to play highlights on the screen. Got a couple prospects we could draft at 25. Mission, let me know what their names is, bro. Sagumba Gossel from LeBron Loaders would never diminish LeBron's legacy. Tell them again, Seesaw, bro. How much money you pay LeBron, or he would be 42. I'm thinking around the like if he left it up to the organization, oh man, I would probably, to be honest with you, see, I'm cheap. Just because I know Brian to be down with it, I would more so present him the team first and then say, this is what I got for you. Or I can go sign this player and then this is what I have for you. I give him options. I give him two different options. So I give him anywhere from $30 to $15 million. Option number one, if I could go sign this other player, I give you the mid-level taxpayer exception, bro. 2 years, you know what I'm saying, guaranteed, whether you play next year or not. Or if you like the roster as is, I give you 2 years, $50 million, bro. And that'll still leave us money to maneuver the roster a little bit, not as much, especially after we sign Austin too. You know, it's just I don't think he's better. I don't think Austin Reaves is better than LeBron James. So the money part is tricky. To me, it's all about what LeBron want to do and want to take. Because to me, if you take his age away and dude was like 30, you would get that nigga around $30 million, bro. For real. 23, 8 and 6, something like that, bro. Shooting high, over 50%, shooting 37, 36% from three this year. You would pay that dude a little more money, but some people say he fell off a cliff this year, even though the cliff wasn't that much of a fall. You know what I'm saying? So who knows, next year he might really, really fall off a cliff. You never know. So I'll keep it somewhere around there. Jamal, what's up, man? He said they got to get more talent, and they will. It's too much. They said too much to go back to the same team. And I think the only one that they know they're going to try to re-sign for sure, that's why they started with Austin Reaves, bro. So Austin Reaves is going to be back with the team. Who knows? when we gonna hear the dollar amount, how much that dollar amount gonna be. I just know if it's over 35, I'm gonna lose my mind, bro. Unless he get traded. Well, let me stop. So remember they paying his son also. Yeah, but his son got 1 year left on this deal. At around like $3 million or something like that. So stop crying about second pick money, bro. Max Christie, all our second round picks pretty much got the same goddamn contract. So stop crying about stupid stuff, bro. So Lakers got all the power in negotiations with LeBron. They do. Said he gonna take less when he signs with Golden State and play with his buddy Gray. I just think they cool, man. I don't think they buddy like that, bro. You know, like an enemy for real. Jamal said LeBron best look is Cleveland. Yeah, it would be. I don't know. I think his best look would be the Lakers, bro. Because, yeah, he played there. He from that area. You know, won a championship there. But to retire as a Laker with all the other Laker greats who retired as Lakers, bro, I don't see it, bro. I see him staying where he at, you know what I'm saying, with his big ass house he built from scratch, and his kids going to school on the West Coast, you know what I'm saying, playing. He got 1 more year with his son if you want to play with his son. What other options is it, bro? I stop casuals for fun, man. What's good with it, Pimpin'? Right, said Kobe wasn't 42, but Kobe was that was his last 2 years in the league, bro. His last 2 years in the league, right there, bro. So he wasn't 42, but that was your 19 and 20. Because Kobe played 20 years. So that's why I compared it to LeBron last 2 years. Right? And the Kobe was averaging like 17, nigga. Because he was hurt. Come on, don't play with me right now, bro. That nigga LeBron just averaged 25, 24 on y'all ass, 23 points on y'all ass, bro. Shooting efficiently. He played better than James Harden, I'll tell you that much. Still a big artist. LeBron take less money. What two players should he take less money for? I think Brian, if I was Brian, I'd play for the league minimum and say, go ahead, use that whole $50 million. Build me a team to win me a championship on the way out, please. And then we'll go out and sign Lou Dort. Jared Allen. Yep. At the 5, bro. Trey. I'm going to say Trey Murphy, but which I'll take Trey Murphy or that dude Watson in Denver, bro. That's probably Trey Murphy. So whichever one of them we can get, bro. I have me a whole new team, bro, for sure. It sounds like the way they're watching this stuff sound. He ain't going to have to play all out of position. 80 ain't going to have to play out of position. Yep, and they can just ball out together, bro. Yep, and then this tries to contain Trae Young a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Make him a little more like Steph Curry, how he play off ball, run around screens. See if he can try to get his game back to where it's supposed to be. But that's going to be an interesting team, even if Brian don't go there. So what kind of team are the Lakers going to put together? OKC, Spurs are the powerhouses. Yeah, Jamal, but I heard an interesting point about Minnesota, right? Denver put their team together to beat us. Minnesota put their team together to beat Denver, right? And Minnesota could beat Denver, no problem, right? Just like I hate to say it, Denver could beat us with no problem back at the end of the day. So yeah, except this year, of course. But so you would probably want to build a team to beat OKC. We talked about that before. Sometimes, if you're lucky enough, you can build a team where them niggas gonna have to beat you. Right? We seen OKC do it. Right? They always get the right veterans, good trades. Because Alex Russo was in what, Chicago? They traded that nigga for Giddy. Man, get out of here, bro. And they got a few other players that's been traded there. Like they just got that one dude from Philly who can shoot. And it just seems like whoever go there just fall in line and play good defense too, play good team defense. It's crazy work, bro. So I'm building the team to be OKC, bro. I don't know, one cool B, Marcus Smart is pretty cool, but I don't think my time has passed on Marcus Smart. We got to get bigger and better and younger and more athletic and more two-way issues. You know what I'm saying? More two-way kind of players. Marcus Smart, he's a wannabe two-way player who can play good defense at times still and who can play good offense at times still sometimes. But when you try to put it together, you get pathetic playoff performances that lose series. And I just like, man, come on, bro. And he got the nuts to shoot like he a shooting guard. So that has to stop, bro. So he got to go. Or come off the bench, play 15 minutes a game, and that's it. But besides that, Marcus Smart got to go. I said, hey, they made him a multi-billionaire. Brian don't care. The real LeBron 2011 post-game interview. I think the hate started before then. Arizona, bro. It's just that made them niggas loathe him. You know what I'm saying? Said LeBron doesn't like Luka. You never see them communicating with each other on the bench. That's a lie. You really don't watch basketball. That's be the funny thing. A lot of these niggas on the internet, bro, they don't even watch the game. They just want to say they got the slick talk, bro. See, niggas like man, used to slap niggas like that, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's bring me back to my younger days, bro. Yeah. Free agent, super free agent. Or why the Lakers didn't extend LeBron like they always did, because this was the plan, Raider. I've been listening long enough. Some people have, some people haven't. But I called it at the beginning of the year when they didn't re-sign him. I said he's going to take a pay cut. He's going to sit back and watch them build a team around Luka and give them the opportunity and the financial flexibility to really, really form a team. And the money probably won't be, you know what I'm saying, that much. All right. But I think the opportunity to win another title is going to surpass all of that. And when he takes this pay cut, I don't want to hear nothing from nobody because I effing told you so. About a year now, nigga. We do go things, bro. We do go things, bro. And what way to show Laker fans his love is, you know what I'm saying, go out, let the team build another team, successful team, even when he ain't there. Because you take away Brian, bro, it's not all gonna be good. But if they set it up right, it could be okay. It's Luka. I think Luka can win a championship with being the only star on the team. That's crazy work. Or is Austin Reaves the second best player on your team? That's crazy work. So now Draymond Green is a fourth option. No, not at all. If I ever see Draymond Green shooting, bro, bro. No. LeBron stay far away from that as possible, my G. Yeah, LeBron is Luka's idol. Big facts, he saw. These niggas just be saying anything, bro. Coming back to the land, bucket. What up, Easy? Fonzarelli looking at he might, bro. That now he will really be on his story time stuff, bro. He went back to Cleveland. That's some fairy tale BS. I'm gonna be pissed, bro. I'm gonna be happy and pissed at the same time, bro. Cause your ass, that's some fairy tale BS, bro. But yeah, I know what it is, man. Sometimes you just gotta let it go. Well, sometimes it's time to let go. Yeah, that 23 in the Lakers jersey, bro. I know Cleveland is the spot, but hey, that Cleveland jersey, bro. That Lakers jersey right there, bro. Probably the best one, bro. Yeah, Lakers probably gonna keep Junior. For probably give him a nice little 2-year deal. So LA got to move on from Brian. Why, bro? Why? That don't make no sense. Niggas be hating, bro. You gotta leave. I stopped Casuals for fun. So I think AD will get traded to Golden State, and LeBron gonna join him. Now, if it moves like that, I'm just, is it worth it though, bro? Is it really worth it, bro? To have 4 teams on your jacket already, bro? Because you already won a championship everywhere you been. You go to Golden State, AD and Steph. I don't know if that's gonna be a title, bro, because Draymond gonna be there, bro. You're gonna be playing 4-on-5 basketball forever, bro. I'm cool on that, bro. Said this is whole career. Build me a team to win. I can't do it. So you mean to tell me that GMs is not supposed to build teams, bro? No matter what the GM do, he's supposed to win. So that don't make no sense, bro. Come on, man. You got to be smarter than that, bro. You especially with a cool name like Fonzarelli, bro. You got to be smarter than that, bro. So Watson will be a really good pickup. Black, what up, Black? Yep. See? Hey, Watson, bro. Marcus Jones in the building. What up, Marcus, bro? My nigga Gravy in the building. What up, Gravy, bro? He said, Harstein ain't bad. Yes, he is. He'll be bad for us. He only plays when he got a stacked team around him. That's why he couldn't stay with the Knicks. He had to get up out of there. Never Knicks Claxton. He too little. Oh, he too little, bro. See, remember Dallas didn't want Luka. No, I think he wanted Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis promptly got the hell up out of there. Hey, but shout out to the Wizards, man. They threw a lot of money at Trey and AD, bro. They went all in. To trade for Clayton to have 3 white boys on the floor. Are you insane? I just think Claxton too skinny, bro. No, thank you. So or at the exit meeting, they asked Luka, will he want LeBron next year? He said, I don't know. We have to see. And that ain't all he said, though. Said Austin, yeah, I'll trade Austin for Kyrie and Brian signed at minimum try to get 80 back. Yeah, we wanted that. Was it around the Russell Westbrook time? It was somewhere around there. Gravy, bro. He was like, man, we need to sign Kyrie Irving. Said Nigo was ahead of the game. That Dallas team will get washed by the current Thunder team. I don't know. They had a lot of big dudes who really handled them, bro. So he didn't go through like Shea ain't never been through Luka, but Luka went through that team already with that team that you're talking about. So yep, tell them again, Black Dallas eliminated OKC and made it look easy. And they will still do it today if they kept that team together with them two bigs and with them shooters and them big wings. And I think that's what Rob Pelinka was kind of saying, bro. He needs a team like that. That's why I put Jared Allen in the mix, bro. Because I don't think he's gonna stay. If Cleveland lose this game 7, I think he out of there, bro. Right, why you leave out Austin? They asked about Austin, LeBron, and Smart. See what you trying to do. Look at this. Say they gonna look at the exhibit. I don't care. He's still his idol. And he probably was just, you know what I'm saying, mad because, you know, he got hurt and he had to sit there and watch his idol try to carry and get smacked by the defending champions. He couldn't do nothing about it. So the question should have been, do you think Brian should have want to play with you again? Not the other way around. So Denver and Indy took them game 7 while injured. OKC isn't unbeatable. I heard that. And we might see that start Monday, bro, because that's going to be a hell of a series. I ain't going to lie. Thunder or Spurs, bro. It's going to be a hell of a series, bro. He said, bro, that was over 3 years ago. We got Luka last year, so that was year before last, brother. That wasn't 3 years ago. Because the year before Luka got here, he was in the finals. He beat OKC to go to the finals. So that was a year and a half ago. So that was 2 years ago, not 3 years ago, bro. And it's the same damn team. Crazy question. Do you think Mark is Smart and Westbrook to be in the back? Nah, bro. Nope. No way, Jose. The Lakers need a point guard. They need another dominant guard. I'm not going to lie about that one. That's a good point. So Mavs beat OKC 3 out of the 4 times just last season. Damn, I heard that, but sound like what Washington did. Yeah, we going to see about them. Or would you be happy if the Lakers replaced LeBron with somebody like Jamal Murray? No, I would not be. I think LeBron is probably still a top 15 player in this league. I don't think Jamal Murray is a top 15 player in this league still. And I don't like little guards. Little guards who can drive and kick, I'd rather keep Brian for that. And Luka, we need somebody who can do it better than Austin Reaves, though. Because if you really look at that OKC series, bro, no matter what guard they brought in, he was downhill, nigga. Finding open shooters, getting the easy layups and ones, drawing fouls. Downhill like a mother, bro. Catch the ball, and then they can pass. That's why they really came out saying we need players who can pass. What do you say? Run, pass, and shoot, and play defense. For real. Man, they said right the other way around. Big fact, Black, bro. Jamal Murray is an elite playoff riser, I'd rather have Jamal over AR. Now, if that was the deal, I would take it, but not Brian. I'll take Drew Holiday too, over Austin for sure. I think we would be the Thunder this year if we had Luka instead of Austin. We gotta have both of them, bro. I think both of them. Yeah, because I think Austin would have been more of a facilitator and driver to the rim and stop trying to throw up his shot, even though his shot wasn't falling, bro. It's just, yeah. You keep averaging 17 points in the playoffs. It was cool when you was averaging less than that in the regular season. But now that you averaging 23, 24, 25 points, you can't keep averaging 17 points in the playoffs, bro. So, hey, what center still in the league right now? From 10 years ago, anybody got a name? What's his name? Andre Drummond. So I thought dude in the chat was just playing, but shoot, he was on Philly starting too. But then B can't stay healthy. Man, he gotta go too, bro. Like, hey, gotta get up out of here too. We need a whole new team, bro. So, aren't you crazy? Jamal Murray's a 6'5". Yeah, with his afro, he do hit big shots, but only with 80 on him. And only gets the Lakers, bro. So Luka is a guaranteed 30-plus Reaves, average 17. I mean, I agree with that, but I would have rather had the 30 and the 17, goddammit. Then we would have had a chance to match the offense. I would probably talk about the different ups and downs of them games. It's like we had the lead in the second half. Like the last game, lead in the fourth quarter. Just the ref game with Jeff, I think it was game 2, where the refs was just killing every flow we had, every kind of momentum we had with stupid, dumb calls. Yeah, so Luka and a healthy Austin Reaves would have been able to help that a lot. Kept that momentum going. The scoring drops we had to endure wouldn't have happened with Luka at all. So I feel you, bro. Sure, I wonder if we can get Gafford, bro. No, I don't think Dallas messing with us no more. If we give them another first round pick, I wonder if they'll do it. But it's gonna be a lot of furniture moving. He said he's gonna try to make this team like that Dallas team was. It's gonna be a lot of furniture moving, y'all. So what if LeBron and Ronnie go to Utah with all the pieces they got right now? Where they win? I don't know. They do got a lot of pieces. It's just they got a lot of pieces that don't fit a puzzle, you know? And that's the funny thing about that, bro. Utah's just got a lot of pieces, bro. Yep, the disrespect gotta stop, bro. I'm not going to Utah. Said Austin turnovers. Yep. Bad defense. Yep. Was killing us for sure. He scored 17 and about 30 on the other end. We can only have one defensive liability on the floor at a time. And we need 2-way guards next week. Yep. I agree. But the Lakers are in negotiations with Austin Reaves. That's crazy work, bro. So we got to wrap our mind around. And that's what I'm tripping off of. I'm like, man, we should be keeping Brian. We get rid of Austin, bro. Said Lakers should get Giannis. about that one, Black, bro. If he come here and changes up his game a little bit, bro, to the point where he don't feel like he gotta be the point guard, I'm fine with that, bro. Maybe everything I'm hearing from him and his team and the Bucks is just talk, but it sounds like he don't want to do it, bro. Lakers must have another all-star superstar. Yeah, Luka can't do it by himself. That's why I'm like, man, I think Brian's still better than Austin. So, and I hope Rob Pelinka think that too, bro. Otherwise, we screwed. It's just different size players. It's different type of players, bro. That ain't that good for real, for real. I don't know about that one, bro. So that Brian era in LA is done. It needs to end. Yep. On his terms, though, right? Not the internet terms. I hope he do play one more year, bro, so I go see him play for first time since he was at ABCD camp back in 2001, bro. Yep, last time I seen Brian, he had the nappy fro. Said if Brian leaves, it's over for years, y'all tripping. See, it depends on what Rob Pelinka do. You said join OKC. Okay. Hey. You see, he's telling him peace out. He can kick rocks too. Yeah, Dame Lillard gonna retire for him. For sure. Or Luka Murray Laker team would be nice. But they're not trying to get rid of Murray, bro. You know, they are in a salary cap situation. You know what I'm saying? They got to get rid of a player here, a player there that you can't afford. And everybody's saying it's Peyton Wallace, bro. Now, Jamal Murray, I mean, we'll have to trade Austin, and I'm all for it. But if it's Brian, no thank you. I wish they would trade Brian for Jamal Murray, bro. If I was Walter, that Walter dude, I'd fire everybody. But hopefully, man, they looking for a couple signing trades with Austin, bro. It seems like with Austin signing, bro, now he gonna get all this money. We gonna have the same team we had last year, y'all. Cause Luka coming back, Austin coming back. They probably gonna re-sign Rory too. And boom, everybody else can just opt into their player option. And we got the same team. Oh my God, bro. That's why the first domino that was supposed to fall ain't falling, bro. He said, I truly pray that LeBron shakes the dust off his feet and leaves the arrogant and frail fakers organization, ridiculous fan base. Oh, yeah. I don't know. With a name like California, bro, you shouldn't be hating on LA, bro. Somebody might find you, bro. LeBron isn't going to Denver, it's Cleveland, or Golden State, or vet men in LA. Yep. And I don't think he will ever go to Golden State. All I see is Cleveland. I give Cleveland like a 3% chance, bro. 97% chance he stay with LA, bro. Seesaw said, I like Peyton Wallace. He had the worst college stats. But he is one of the players that's emerging like Trey Murphy did maybe last year, year before last. But one of them guys got to come on over here, bro. But I don't know what they're going to do. Lakers need a dominant big. Yep. We got a lot. We got a lot of effing needs, bro. See, are you a Brian fan or a Laker fan? A Raider, I am both, bro. We don't separate the two over here, man. Really don't. Brian the GOAT, he's my favorite player. And I became a Laker fan when he came over here. I said, you know what? LeBron retire a Laker. I want to just be a Laker fan, bro. It's been fun being a Laker fan. Um, I done killed a lot of niggas verbally. You know, met a lot of good Laker fans, and had fun talking about the Lakers, bro. Covered every game, as many games as I could. Start off every game. It's like my third year going there, you know. Uh, and it's been a pleasure. So Watson is an elite defender. If Denver had Watson and Gordon, they would have got out of the first round. I agree with that too, Black, for sure. Seesaw said yes, or that's my point. He's proof there is hope for Bron. We'll see. What up, Ego? He said, do you think Brian will get a statue in LA? Probably. He the best argument I've heard about him in favor of him getting a statue was that why would you not want a statue of LeBron when you could put everything that he achieved while in a Laker jersey on the statue? So I get it. 8-9 years, whenever he decides to retire, right? One championship, uh, uh, 8-time All-Star, right? First team, second teams, third teams, uh, whatever his stats or whatever his accomplishments is here. But then on the right side of the statue, you would have as a Laker all-time leading scorer, second in assists, so on and so forth. More games, won more games than anybody. So on every record he broke while in a Lakers jersey, bro. You could put that on that statue. And this is La La Land, and I think they will definitely do that, bro. So they're gonna piss off the Kobe towards, but I don't care. You're gonna get a statue, bro. You're gonna get 3 statues, bro. He won Jenny Butts her first championship and only championship, bro. He's getting a statue. So I'm a lifelong Laker fan. I used to my team winning chips. Yeah, but they don't happen overnight, bro. So I don't think LeBron will get a statue in LA because LA would be stepping on the toes of Cleveland. They would have first dibs to LeBron statue, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Like the first statue retirement is probably gonna be Cleveland, Miami. Because if Miami can get a statue, if Brian can get a statue in Miami for winning 2 and 4 years, he can get one in LA too. Because people say he done had 2 or 3 different Hall of Fame careers all in one. A lot of that is the Lakers. Crazy, bro. Now, what the statue gonna look like? It's probably gonna be him dunking on somebody. Or his little FU3. Mm-hmm. I say you're a LeBron loather. Said no statue for Brian, or I'm sorry, he ain't did enough in LA. All right. You say so. It's just people say because the Lakers is so dope, everybody that got a statue got 2 or more. Bro, to bring out a championship. Ooh-wee. I don't know, man. That's crazy work, bro. Yep. Statue gonna look just like this too. Watch. Yes, sir. The king is in the building. I don't know, y'all, man. Y'all, I don't know, man. Giannis might do it though. Let me stop, bro. I don't know, bro. If this the big thing, Rob Play can pull it off, bro, then I roll with it, of course, but I don't know, y'all. We gonna see. He said his statue will be in Cleveland with a suitcase with money. He said, I believe he deserves a statue in Cleveland. Only that's it. His statue will be when 80. That's messed up, you know, bro. He said, your wig, your hair. But nah, he definitely getting one in Miami too. Because why not? All right, y'all. Convince me that Giannis is the way, bro. Because we went through a lot of scenarios today. People said JB, like JB said, the report. Lucas said, don't trade Austin for nobody, not even Giannis. Y'all think that's true, man? Because that's crazy work, bro. He just hamstrung this whole goddamn team because him and Austin are friends. You know what? You can't never move on from greatness, Jocelyn. Never. Greatness is just greatness. That's what makes it the greatest. Because you can talk about it forever. Because he's just the greatest. People still talking about Muhammad Ali, right? People still talking about Barry Sanders. You know, Tom Brady was just on the road to Kevin Hart, right? Patrick Mahomes is back to winning championships again this year. It's just, we talk about greatness, man. Nothing wrong with it. But what's good, Jocelyn? Y'all hating on this. I said nobody will wear 6 ever in Miami or 23 in Cleveland. Yep. He's definitely gonna get his jersey retired too. And don't let him do 6 and 23. It's gonna be bad. Say Dr. Bus wouldn't pull up with it. No, Dr. Bus would actually pay him and say thank you for making my franchise relevant and winning the title at the end of your career. Thank you. Here's $50 million like they did Kobe. So I appreciate LeBron coming to the Lakers. Hell yeah, me too, bro. Couldn't have been a better match. Said it's not a good fit at all. They gonna be fighting over the ball. Brian already don't like being. I think he did a good job being at the third fiddle, and I think the biggest adjustment will have to come from Giannis. And if both of them can, get in his ear and convince him here, just play this way, you're gonna get your bread, you're gonna get your numbers, you're gonna win Defensive Player of the Year again. You know what I'm saying? All that, you gotta soup them up like that, bro. And then we can really do something. So what has Austin Reaves done for the Lakers? That's a good question. Ronnie James on the bench. Yeah, still getting better though. The Eagle said Giannis doesn't help the Lakers 3-point shooting at all. This will only work if they play Giannis at the 5 and try to win with a version of small ball like the Warriors did. I wouldn't say you would have to play him at the 5, but you could play him at the 4 with a 5 that can shoot. Real talk. So with Brian, can't get one more chip. Hey, this team, that's what they tell me, bro. These 3 guys right here can win another chip with the right team put around them. He said he would have if his greatness won us another one. And we are not an organization about one-hit wonders. That is the worst take I've ever heard in my life. You know, I used to hear rumors back in the day about how Laker fans were spoiled. You know what I'm saying? I've never been a spoiled fan. I've been the realest fan ever, right? But some of y'all are spoiled, bro. Like championships don't grow on trees. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Laker fans know that. So of course, if you know that, I'm not talking about you. You know, but if you think championship grows on trees, bro, or greatness doesn't deserve to retire as greatness wants to, then I don't know what to do with you. I can't do nothing with you. I don't know what to say to you right now. You just call me mate. You just call me mate. Where are you from, Jocelyn? I could have sworn your ass was from somewhere in America. Oh yeah, and that's another thing we don't do neither. We don't gatekeep over here neither. So I ain't gonna tell you how to be a fan. Don't tell me how to be a fan. You know, respect my mind. Get your brain knocked out. Say, look, you got Steve Johnson got people mad. He said before he got here, y'all didn't make the playoffs. Fine. You just got to be patient, bro. You know, we win on a regular more than any other team in the league. We just got to be patient. You know, I remember posing a question to my listeners: could we do what OKC did, or better yet, could we do what San Antonio did and be bad for like 6 years, but just build up a good team through the draft, and then find somebody in the draft and just take you to the next level like Wemby did San Antonio? Do you think Lakers fans have the patience for that? I know I do. I will sit through the suffering. I will still be here streaming. If we have a 17-win season, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's 71 wins or 17 wins, I'm still going to be here. But do you think overall Laker Nation has the patience to wait patiently to build a team through the draft? What's the laughing again? You know what? That's a legitimate question. Giannis better stay in the East. The West is too loaded, but see that could some if he does it right, bro, that could kind of turn the tables a little bit, bro. I can tell y'all how it would work, but I'm just not gonna tell y'all because I don't want y'all to think I'm in favor of it. So, all right, San Francisco is 45 minutes from LA, and LeBron jet. That's 20 minutes. I heard that. He said we don't gatekeep, but we sure do scapegoat. I didn't scapegoat nobody. I'm just trying to think of ways to make my team better, bro. Our team better. You know what I'm saying? Nobody mad, Ryan, bro. We're just trying to see what we can do. Arizona said the season went by quick. It sure did. The offseason gonna go by even quicker. Right when the draft get here at the end of June, I think, beginning of just July, we gonna know. We're gonna have a whole new team, hopefully. Sure. So Lakers got 3 different dynasties. I saw all of them. I heard that, bro. Man, so what? Which one? So you saw Magic, Showtime, Lakers, right? That was my daddy's favorite team. You saw Shaq and Kobe, and you saw Bron and AD. I heard that. So they not wasting Lucas Prime. Well, we gonna see. But let's see the Arizona, the question is gonna be, is Luka wasting his prime? Because I don't know. I don't care if that report was fake or not. People are gonna remember that he might have said, don't trade Austin Reaves for Giannis, or don't trade Austin Reaves, keep Austin Reaves on the team. And it ended up backfiring on our ass. That's gonna be Luka's fault, bro. And I'm gonna be mad. Laker fans are gonna be mad. Everybody gonna be mad because we're gonna be not We're gonna be right here again in the first round. Like, man, we running the OKC in the second round again. We finna get washed. Yep. Brian better than Austin right now, so you should have took that and went and traded Austin. So the elephant in the room is we got a 40-year-old getting $50 million. He's not gonna get $50 million no more though. So when that argument is over, I don't want to hear it no more. Because with that nigga who made $50 million this year, carried the Lakers out of the first round because them other niggas got hurt. Shoot. He said I was too, but Laker fans is not patient. I know, but I think we'll just have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? It was dealt with before Brian got here. Only time we use that argument is when niggas hating on Brian and the Lakers or trying to separate the two. I said, Luka a free agent in 2028. That's gonna fly past, bro. Yeah, but shoot. Right by then, we'll know what the real deal is. Whether he even worth it. Then we trade his ass something. He be old and fat by then. I'm gonna be stuck. Is he 27? By 28, he'd be approaching 30. We'll see. So you're just wasting Luka's years by starting a 41-year-old. I don't know. A 41-year-old that can get you 23 points a game as a third option. Probably one of the smartest players ever to play in the game still. Solid defense. Help defense was there all year long. Carried y'all ass out the first round. My dad was a Magic fan and not Magic Johnson. It's back part of it, Mark. What? Oh, okay. See, if we would have faced T-Wolves Nuggets, we would have got beat in the first round. KD is a diva. Well, we didn't, Jocelyn. We went up against the Rockets, and I streamed them games. Where was you at? Everybody and their mama thought we was going to lose, with or without KD. So don't act like now what Brian didn't do was tremendous, right? It's like, dude, be balling out for the squad. I don't even care. So no Kobe you can solve, not LeBron 80. You know what, Raider? I thought you was gonna let that slide too. Said Stephen A. Smith laughing at Luka. No, not at all. We should all be laughing at Stephen A. Smith, bro. Trash. Super trash. Solid defense all year long. Come on, or hey, he played solid defense all year, bro. For real. I know the stats, bro. And it's not just defensive rating. It's opponent's field goal. See, I think opponent's field goal percentage is one of the best ways to show good defensive stance. Right? Defensive rebounds. Defensive rating includes the whole team defensively. So if we're a good team defensively, you're going to be highly rated. I think that's a flawed stat, like plus minus. But we can get into that later. You know what I'm saying? I get what y'all saying. Y'all just sometimes the narrative don't change no matter what, whether you're looking at it or not. So then we went up against the real team and got swept. Yep. And normally people will be mad at LeBron if he was the best player on the team who got hurt and didn't show up. And y'all will be mad at him for that. So my point is, y'all ain't mad at Luka. It's all Brian's fault. And to me, that's cap. He the nigga that actually played and played well out of everybody on the team. But it's just never enough for y'all, bro. All those players you name, how they done after being traded from the Lakers. But nah, I don't mess with Stephen A. Smith, bro. He run his mouth too much, bro. And I don't like Coons. I really don't. So Luka averaged 33 points. I figure this greatness y'all talk about would have won us at least one game. See, that's what I'm saying. It's never enough. It's never enough. Ever enough. Even nobody would even put money on that series because they knew what was going to happen. To any team who loses their best player, and they stuck with what they got left. You know, you just hope your team fight hard every game and just don't jig it. And hopefully you might get one. We didn't. You know what I'm saying? This team is 8-0 in the playoffs. And that's the team that we trying to beat, you know. If you would have heard me earlier, just like the Denver Nuggets got a team to beat us. Minnesota formed a team to beat the Denver Nuggets. Somebody got to form a team to beat OKC. We got to wait to see if it was San Antonio or if we come back and be another team next year. You know, these niggas might repeat. So every team has a veteran on it. LeBron's the veteran on the Lakers. Don't tell them nothing, bro. I'm just saying, but y'all niggas like Tobias Harris. Y'all be the same niggas who like Tobias Harris, though. Get out of here, bro. Mike, I agree with that. Or McKenzie, I agree with that. Austin Reaves lost himself some money, but I think Rob Pelinka's negotiating with his friend, with his pal. They got history together, you know. They feel like they've been in this journey forever together. You know, it's that kind of weird thing, bro. Trade AD. Hey, if Rob Pelinka can bring AD back to the Lakers, bro, that's a championship right there, bro. So we would just kept our championship team and not let them trade it. Everyone probably would have won another one. Well, Jocelyn, if you're a Laker fan like I'm a Laker fan, you remember it quite vividly that year. We were going to win a championship anyway until some nigga named Solomon Hill broke Brian's ankle and AD got hurt. So I would put that year on injuries, but we was definitely the championship favorite that year. So dismantling of that team after that, you know what I'm saying, came at the Russell Westbrook trade, which is probably Rob Pelinka's worst GM decision and probably the worst decision Brian and AD ever helped his ass on. Because they should have said no. So Lakers lost by a total of 65 points in 4 games against OKC. Luka wouldn't have won them a game. They probably would have lost by 85. Well, never know now. We'll never know. Okay, she ain't got no damn veterans on her. Or do you feel Lakers don't appreciate LeBron? I actually don't. I think they appreciate him very much. So I think it's a small percentage of Laker fans who don't appreciate LeBron. And sometimes they think they speak for the team and they don't. When I heard the bigger people talking about Lakers and LeBron, it's all love. When I heard about the people in the organization talking, it's all love. When I heard Brian talking, it's all love. And they work together. They play basketball. And sometimes you can't win them all. So, but when you hear stuff like, you know, every year now, I'm going to let Brian do what he want to do. I want to honor whatever decision he wants, whether he wants to come back or whatever he wants to do, I want to do it. And that's love. That's how we all supposed to be when the player is at the end of his career, instead of just taking cheap shots. So I agree with you on that 2021 run. But when we got Westbrook, you know, it wasn't just Rob Pelinka decision alone. I know. That's why I said it was both of all three of them. You know what I'm saying? Rob Pelinka started it, called a meeting, see if he could do it. Russ met with Brian and AD at AD house, I think. And the niggas was like, yeah, let's do it. And it ended up being the worst decision ever, bro. And I remember when we beat Houston in the bubble and we was just toying with this nigga, bro. I was right then and there, bro. I was like, yeah, he done. Russ is done, bro. He's been exposed. Brian is out here playing with this nigga. AD is out here playing with this nigga, bro. I was like, he'll never be on our squad. Then I come back 3 years later, this nigga's on the team, bro. Man, that was bad. That was bad, bro. The Lakers gave Brian everything he asked for, and the diva is still complaining. This is why he has to go. Not necessarily. I feel like it's been a joint effort. Like what I just explained to you was a joint effort, right? It's been deals that didn't fall through. I even said earlier, Brian ain't really been in the front office meddling around since 2023, probably since the Russell Westbrook thing. And he come out and they said, both of them said every year, Brian ain't really in the front office like that, but if I got to call him, I'll call him. And that's what it is. So maybe back in the day, but nah, not now. And not for the last 3-4 years, bro. And I think this whole tenure has been a success. I know it's a lot of weird talk going around like it hasn't been. But it's just, like I said, it's that small percentage of our fan base who just is never going to be enough because they didn't have Brian in his prime, right? I remember I was listening to Nick Wright, and he was like, so I guess everybody's tenure is a failure then, because the last 8 years, it ain't been only one champion. So it won in 8 years, bro. So Giannis has been a failure because he got 1 in 8 years. Is Giannis' career with the Bucks a failure? Giannis can retire tomorrow and be a Hall of Famer. What are we talking about? Joker? Is Joker tenure with Denver a failure? 8 years, bro. We go back to the last 8 years, bro. I just don't get it, bro. He said, keep him far away from my Knicks. Trust me, bro, we don't want to go to that garbage can of a team. No way. No way. No, because y'all just y'all should change our name to the New York Hopefuls. Because y'all niggas be hopeful as hell. But don't let the Pistons wash y'all ass in this Eastern Conference Finals. Y'all gonna cry, start fighting outside like y'all did last year. Y'all just couldn't control yourself, bro. Y'all thought y'all had it in the bag. Y'all the Indiana beat y'all, bro. Oh, that is funny. Said send him to Milwaukee for Giannis. Why? Why would Brian want to go to Brian? First of all, Brian is a free agent, so Lakers can't send him anywhere. Jocelyn said, Cherish, there are 30 NBA teams. They all have veteran presence. Yes, they do. Said Black. It's right. He wanted Vogel gone for him. No, he didn't. Vogel was fired because of Russell Westbrook. Go look it up. Darvin Ham got himself fired. Go look that up. All right. The Westbrook thing, I agree with you on. That was probably his worst decision as a player with the Lakers because he was asked by the GM to talk to him to see if it was the right move, the right thing to do, see if his head was on straight, and see how it can work. You know what I'm saying? So he wanted Bronny drafted. That's fine. Bronny is showing us that he was actually worth being drafted second to last, third to last. So I don't get that either. Lakers catered to him for 8 years. Lakers had a good relationship with Brian for 8 years. And that's why I don't think it's no beef or anything. Because all these things that y'all say, like what you just made a whole paragraph about, it's the things that I was telling y'all that, you know what I'm saying, those were just narratives over the years, bro. I don't really think it's that big of a deal. Brian gonna retire a Laker, and whether it's a year from now, next year, tomorrow, y'all niggas gonna have to deal with that, bro. For real. Because if you think these are what we say matter, y'all niggas on crack. So Bronny James wants to be traded. Shut up, right? He said sign the trade him. You know what? So y'all just want to hate, bro. That's all good. It's all good. It's all good. You know, y'all can be haters for a long time. You know, but how would it feel? Say we did win a title next year. Y'all gonna be like, "What the hell? He did it." I love you, Brian. No, and that's fake and phony, bro. You know, they giving him everything. Not everything, bro. Come on, man. Decisions were made. Rob Pelinka did his job. Bronny did his job. Pistons ain't beating the Knicks, brother. You bugging. All right. Y'all let Indiana beat y'all. So until then, be quiet, bro. And Bronny is not trash, bro. That means you don't watch basketball, bro. And it's not about people lining up to sign Bronny. It's about letting this little young man grow into the player that he gonna be. And it's just like y'all just go straight to the criticism part, bro. Why we judging young niggas who was drafted third to last, bro? Second to last, whatever it was. So Westbrook not a first choice. Westbrook wanted to go home. He became an option. Big facts, Seesaw. But they don't look at it like that. They just look at it because it failed. They're going to put it all on Brian's plate, you know. But it is what it is, bro. Y'all say that every year. What is this? What is this? That's what you said, Josh. You know what? You talk about the side of a trader again. and his little son, too. Right, and it will name one of y'all say he's playing great for a 41-year-old. But ain't none of you niggas said that though. So I'm finna order my food, man. Y'all niggas tripping. It's too late. So that's last year. Tibbs had the starters running on fumes. That's all right. When I say I told you so, bro, I don't want to hear it. Y'all fired Tibbs for nothing last year. That's like I did. Gonna have to do. Y'all gonna fire y'all coach this time too? Sure. Said make the Lakers black again. Shut up, JB, bro. Oh, I didn't even answer the question, man. Y'all know it's one NBA team that has no white players on it, bro. Y'all know which team that is? See how smart y'all are. Give y'all 30 seconds. Said, big Art, you think Bronny deserves to be on the NBA roster? If so, based off of what he has his resume being his college career. It's not about his college career anymore. When you are drafted that late, you are a project. Do I think Bronny James deserves to be a project in the NBA? Yes, I do. Whether his name was Bronny James or Sylvester Stallone, nigga. Because I can actually see the dude play. I don't know if y'all pay attention to the G League, but he consistently gets better and better. He played better than Connect. Goddamn me. He shot good when he did shoot. And when it was time for him to be out there, you know what I'm saying, at the end of games where we was winning or losing to do his thing, he did his thing, bro. And if you think not, I think he could grow into a role player. So a player who can grow into a good role player, maybe a niche starter one day somewhere, if he really jump off the scale. Should be drafted. I don't get y'all. Y'all don't believe in stories, you know. I'm not going easy on him. I'm just saying let's let the man grow. Y'all the ones that saying that he ain't good and he bad and he ain't worth being a second to last pick in the draft, bro. But Black, You and a couple other niggas was the same niggas saying before he got drafted that the Lakers better not pick him at 17. Brian gonna make him pick him at 17. Watch. Nah, bro. But man, when you 20 years old and you the second, see that man, I'm not finna keep saying it again, bro. I'm not finna say it again. He said, see, Saul. So you're saying that JJ doing a podcast with LeBron, months later he became the head coach was just coincidence? Yeah, because the JJ been interviewing for head coaching jobs for maybe 2 years prior. But everybody act like they don't know that or don't choose to remember. What up, fam boy? Fam bow. Orlando Magic, Miami Heat, Charlotte Hornets have the least whites on the team. Yes, but the Philadelphia 76ers has no white players. And Brumfield want us to play like that, bro. Get out of here, bro. See, we knew the Lakers were going to pick him. Rich Paul told teams not to pick him. Right. So he can play with his son, bro. So that should prove it right there, Black. If Rich Paul had to tell other teams not to draft him, that means that the other teams were willing to draft him. Jesus Christ, bro. Can we stop with the cap? See, we need to get D Wade on the 76. You know what? That's the old boy from Miami Heat. Nah, man, that's crazy. There you go. That's exactly what I'm saying. See? No. It's not a good look, y'all. I don't care what color you are. As long as you can put the ball in the basket and play good defense, bro. Sure. I'm finna go eat me some food, watch me some TV. What's on TV, y'all? Let me see what kind of TV y'all be watching, bro. I seen Mortal Kombat 2 already. I seen Michael already. I'm caught up on the boys, so I saw that already. Says the Lakers hired JJ because they are lazy. It was an easy hire. The fan base would blame Brian if it didn't work. So what if old boy from UConn would have said yes? Would that have been a lazy hire too? Because my thing of remembrance was that he was the second option, not the first. See, that's not true. That just means he warned teams. Don't make it something that it's not. That's not what I'm doing, Black, bro. You just, in your heart, you know I'm right, bro. That's all I got to say, bro. So that just means niggas try to flip the truth, bro. That's all right, though. When Bronny gets the chance to show y'all what he can do, make sure y'all pay attention, bro. Because he can play defense and he can shoot. So he got a chance, bro. Yep. Shoot, Bronny was in the rotation this year, bro. Y'all better stop playing. You think Bronny ain't going to be in the rotation when Brian leaves? Shoot. We'll see. If he keep better, if he keep getting better, he definitely going to be in a rotation, bro. Because he can shoot. He can play defense and he can shoot. He can't shoot, bro. Go look at his shot, bro. And go look at him in the G League, bro. Go look at him when he played with us, bro. He shot really good. But I don't have to prove nothing to nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I actually watched a little nigga. And everybody who got a brain said he got better this year from last year, bro. And that's all you can ask for. We ain't asking nothing from Bronny what to get better, bro. Speak on it, but that's not what the media told us about Bronny. They said he was a Drew Holiday. No, they did not. No, they did not, bro. Come on, bro. JJ said Bronny earned his spot, so he earned the right to be a project. Yes. Yes. With his heart situation and with the limited amount of time he played in college, he was still good enough to earn a right to be a project. Not a high second round pick, not a first round pick, not a lottery pick, none of that BS that if somebody was compared to Drew Holiday and a 3D guy would be, but somebody who went through something and didn't get a chance to really show what he can really do. Right? I will give you an example, but this player was way better, right? But he didn't play a lot in college because he got hurt. But because he got hurt, people still knew he was really, really, really good. So he went really, really, really high in the draft, right? The same thing applies to Bronny. Bronny might be something good. So I would draft him third last. Not in the first round, not in the lottery, not in the high second round. No, at the end of the freaking draft, bro. All right, so we gonna see because his contract is almost up. I said that early in the stream. All right. You never know. He can sign another two-way deal or something, bro. He can do a lot of he can do a lot of different things, bro. So I know what though. I'm finna go ahead and cut it off there, man. Yes, sir. I want to say thanks to everybody that showed up tonight, man. Appreciate y'all for sure. Shout out to my nigga D Bonner for the cash app. Definitely appreciate you, my G. Everybody in the chat that came through and messed with your boy. Make sure y'all double tap, hit the like button on y'all way out if you didn't do so already. I might be back tomorrow. If I ain't back tomorrow, man, I'll be back Monday or Tuesday. We got another stream. Hopefully we'll have some more news to talk about and not just speculation. Game 1, Spurs and Thunder is Monday. So besides basketball that we ain't a part of, if any more news drop, I'll be right back. But until then, I'm going to be thugging behind that project building, looking and dodging, smoking weed with some ghetto children, fighting the only way that we can make $1 million. All right.
Basketball isn't easy. All my life, I've been striving to make myself better. It's a full-time commitment. To be the best, you have to work the hardest. You have to chase what seems impossible over and over and over again. Because giving up is not an option.
Haters been counting me out, I'm counting my views and loading my clicks. You say my name, you on the list, I'm checking them twice and I'm cooking them quick. Real takes is dying, the fake ones is lit. YouTube is off balance, so I'm back on my itch. St. Louis dirty, big art, sports 30, that's how I like you all on my itch. I won't take a sip, I'm hitting blunts whenever it's lit. Not popping no pills, but do as you wish. I roll with the winners, I love them to death. I got a few friends, not all of them rich. What good is the channels, my brothers is broke. What good is the panels, my dogs can't sit. I'm on my mission, that's why I can't quit. Just like LeBron, get my niggas no chips. Just put the G-Shot back on my wrist. These shoes came with Weezy, he gave me a gift. Back when YouTube hosts praying like this. They act like the legends cannot coexist, but I never beef with a streamer for nothing. If I smoke a YouTube, it's gon' be legit. It won't be for clicks, it won't be for fame. See the OGs, I'm thanking you now. Was watching YouTube, you was paving the ground. Got my own cadence, I got my own style. I studied the greats, I'm the greatest right now. If you don't fuck with me, you ain't got a choice. Did my own thing, still made all that noise. I had to be different, I met my intentions. Now big on sports, got a voice.